After a few weeks, we'd really settled into life on board. Cruising the coast offers a great balance of day sailing and exploring the local towns and rias. The best part about visiting a place by boat is that you see a very different side of the country. Our next marina was in the seaside town Muros. Although it is a tourist village, it attracts mainly locals, and you do not meet many international travellers there, other than sailors. The Ria was a perfect spot for kayaking and a bit of chilly snorkelling. As usual, not content to be just on the water, we got ready for some underwater action.
It's really fucking cold.
There was a chili dip, huh? Saw a teeny tiny baby ray and a yellowfish.
Yellowfish?
Some shells.
And a pipefish of some sort.
Yeah, don't know what that was.
As well as being a nice place for a wander, Muros turned out to be the perfect spot to introduce the rest of the crew to the delights of climbing the mast. After a couple of days in Muros, we motored across the Ria, accompanied by dolphins, to an anchorage near the town of Noia. Here we succumbed to stereotypes. While the boys fished and drank beer, the girls headed down below to do some baking. Guess who actually provided something edible? Holly and I are trying to make maybe chocolate cake, maybe chocolate brownies, maybe chocolate fondant.
Or maybe just butter.
Or maybe just butter chocolate eggs with cookies. Okay. Time is 11:50. Good luck, little brownies.
Alex, take a bit.
Thanks.
Or Amy, give Alex a bit.
Do you want a middle or a corner?
How come I don't get
Middle,
one?
please.
Could you have the tray? Dum dum dum. How is it? You look less than infused. Look how much love went into this cake.
It's hot.
Alex, what do you think?
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
I haven't tasted it yet. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't like it, we'll eat it all.
Hi. So we've anchored Haji just for a relaxing afternoon outside the town of Noia. Getting wet. And we're just heading out to see if we can get some drone footage of her at anchor. 'Cause it's a pretty part of the Ria. Take 2 of attempting to find a spot to land the dinghy so we can fly the drone. Attempt 1 was a complete and utter failure. We made it. Made it to the beach, so we're going to give flying the drone a go, see if we can get some shots of Haji. She's all the way over there, so we've got quite far to go. But the beach is pretty. Devon has nothing to say.
I have nothing to say.
It's a very sad day. The drone took its final flight, of which we have no evidence, no footage, and somewhere around here something went wrong. An error occurred. Apparently it looked like it was flying on 3 props, and it smashed down from about, what do we reckon, about 60 meters into the water, and we've been searching for the last, I don't know, hour and a half. In the dinghy, in the kayak, the 2 of us in the water, and we have nothing to show. So if anybody's feeling really generous and wants to buy us a new drone, we would be forever thankful. May as well try. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about it now.
Eat some brownie.
Yeah, we're gonna get warm, eat some brownie, and drink some beer, maybe catch a fish. And that's all we have to say right now.
That's all we have to say about that.
After our tragedy, we were ready to leave this Ria behind us and visit somewhere new. Sensing our sadness, our friends came to cheer us up.
Dolphins! Dolphins, 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 dolphins! Dolphins! Dolphin! Best thing ever! Dolphin spot number 5.
After more dolphin sightings than most people have in their lifetime, we arrived in Pobra de Camarinhal. So this is Camarinhal, I think. Sounds like the names of other places that we've been, but a little bit different. It's been really pretty. Like, this whole Ria has been really, really nice.
just trying to cool the marina.
Looks there's loads of space actually.
Pobra de Camarinhel was another great place to explore by dinghy and kayak. It is also where we found our favourite tapas in Spain, like this delicious octopus.
Octopus!
We set off for Combarro, only to encounter thick fog as we entered the Ria.
It's a bit of a foggy morning here. It wasn't bad inside the Ria, but as soon as we got out to sea, this is all the visibility that we have. And the fog kind of rolls off down the hills. So we have a foghorn, kind of, going every once in a while. On a close lookout for fishing buoys. And the alarm's set on the AIS for just half a mile. The sun's burning through and I can actually see a lot further than I could 5 minutes ago. Hopefully it'll clear up soon.
After only one close call with an Italian yacht, the fog lifted and we arrived in Combarro.
Greenhouses. Oh, that's what the guy was living on. Yeah. I need a top to come on the next top. Yeah.
We spent one night in Combarro before moving on to anchor off the beach at Ranxo. Anchoring can be lots of fun.
1, 2, 3. Woohoo!
Almost knew that one.
But has some downsides.
I'm doing my least favourite job here. Oh, which is lying in the anchor locker whilst the anchor's being pulled up so that I can coil all the chain and pull it through. You're just cramped in a little space. And just like that, we're sailing again. And then I just had to make my bed over the top of the anchor locker with the smelly seaweed. Unfortunately, there are jobs that are easier for the smaller members of crew.
We made a final stop before leaving Spain. We sailed up the Ria past Biro and anchored in Ensenada de San Simon. Here, the wind later picked up, forcing us to pull up the anchor and head to a nearby marina. The next morning, we set sail for Lisbon.
We're leaving Spain
Trying to.
slowly.
very, very slowly. We left 7 hours ago almost, and you can just about see the mouth of the Ria that we left.
There's 3 knots of wind.
There's 3 knots of wind, and that's quite good compared to what it has been for the last 5-6 hours. We're forecast wind coming from the north, about 10 knots or so, and it just hasn't shown up quite yet.
We can't run the engine because it leaks.
We can't run the engine. There's a leak in the
Saltwater
saltwater intake.
Even when we're not running the engine.
Shut the seacocks, so it can't leak, but it also means that we can't motor.
At this speed we'll be there in about 5 days.
So yes, we're doing 5 days at this pace, possibly longer.
It'll pick up. It'll pick up tonight when someone's on night watch.
It'll pick up hopefully tonight. It's been howling every afternoon, except for today, the day that we decided to leave.
We should have been out of sight of land by now and switching to the Portuguese coast.
Yep, should be running up the Portuguese courtesy flag anytime. Tonight, tomorrow, we don't really know. Yesterday we went on a little adventure in the dinghy. About 2-mile trip. Took us 10 minutes to get there, 15 minutes to get there. Not much wind, nice and calm. And as we attempted to tie off on the wall, wind picked up and just started smashing in. So we had to abandon that idea. Got absolutely drenched on the way back. Swamping the dinghy. So...
And then we came back to find out that the toilet had blocked and these guys were unblocking it once we were away.
Yeah, it's an uneventful last day in Spain. Last 24 hours rather. And
We didn't get to fill up with fresh water because they only had filtered salt water, and there was no supermarket, so we couldn't stock up on food either.
so, no food,
No water.
no water,
No wind.
no wind. I'm not really sure what we do have, apparently. We have each other. Isn't that what matters? And we have Haji.
Eventually, the wind did kick in, on night watch, of course, and what we assume was an illegal fishing boat came a little close for comfort. Finally, we made it into Portuguese waters. Next time on Plain Sailing, we arrive in Portugal and explore Lisbon, the oldest capital in Western Europe.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to like and subscribe, and check out our other videos.
You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram.